Just 2 years ago, Reading earned the dubious title of the poorest city in the United States.
Last year, it appeared the city might be turning things around, but new poverty stats for this year show that Reading is once again heading in the wrong direction.
And this administration today, here and now, declares unconditional war on poverty in America.
Poverty is being driven by personal behavior, not an unfair economic system.
Forget these foolish elections. The owners of this country don't care about the poor in general.
They forget to talk about people who are homeless, forget to talk about people who are hungry in this land of plenty.
Doug Greybill with Veterans Making a Difference. We help veterans here in Berks County with whatever they need, whatever we can help them with. Like when we go out to the homeless camps, we try to treat them just as we want to be treated. No one has to be ashamed of their situation or their past. Just because you're homeless or you're poor, you're not a second-class citizen. We're all equals.
No, it's not what I want. It's not. It's not fun at all. Pretty much all I can say. I mean, if you take a look around, it is what it is. Homelessness. Home sweet homelessness. When I'm done here, I'll drop down to City Lights. I'll catch a shower, I'll eat dinner, and then I'll come back up here and crash out. I was a cancer patient. I'm in full-blown remission now. Another chance to look at life. But this isn't life. This isn't how I want to live. I want to be in a house. I want to have my kids. I want to be able to walk to my stove and cook whenever I want without having to build a fire, or go take a shower whenever I want without having to deal with City Lights and the drama down there. But it's really all we got. But other than that, I'm not up here because of drugs. I'm not up here because of being an alcoholic. I'm up here because I literally tried to help somebody and they took that samurai sword and right in my back. And now I don't associate with them people no more. They don't bother with me at all after I help them out. Nobody's willing to help. No programs except for Doug. Doug's the only one that helps out with everything. Doug brings up food, he brings water, he brings hand warmers, blankets, sleeping bags, emergency blankets. You call him, you tell him what you need, he gets you batteries for your lanterns, hooks you up. Sometimes it takes him a little bit to get out here because he's got a lot of us to go to and a lot of camps to get to, but he makes it. I'm patient. I can wait. So, he's an awesome person. If it wouldn't be for Doug, I don't think I'd be able to survive, honestly.
My name is Matt Shaner. I'm a writer living in Why Missing. I remembered the headline in 2011 that said that Reading was the poorest city in the country. Decided to tell the story of Reading. One of the interesting things I found in 2011 when the study came out and I started talking to sources was that the metric that the Department of Labor used to construct this study was inherently flawed. They looked at cost of living information based on things like child care, the price of gas, the price of food, things to that respect. Berks County is one of the cheapest places to live in the country. And when you consider that, immediately, since our cost of living is so low, that rocketed Reading to the top of the poverty list. When the Reading Eagle attempted to call the researchers at MIT that set up the study, hence creating this article in 2011, they were told that, yes, we understand there could be flaws with it, but we're not going to adjust our results. There's too much money vested by the cities that were at the other end of the poverty spectrum, too many things involved, too many people, too many lobbies pulling strings, that they weren't willing to put out a retraction, create any other discussion, or pull back any of their end results.
So should I be looking at you or the okay. The story told by our custodian, Joe Speece, about the little girl looking for food is a very good example of how the yellow building on South 6th Street was seen as the place to go for food and clothing for almost the past 40 years.
When I came down, I seen this little girl sitting in the back, really sad looking little girl. She looked up at me with these sad eyes and told me how hungry she was. And she was wondering what time we were going to let her come in to eat. And that picture just sticks in my head. You know, it's just there all the time, and it is really needed. The soup kitchen and groceries and clothing center is really needed in this neighborhood, in the city of Reading.
I've been here 20 plus years. I've been in the particular job that I have now, which is coordinating anything that has to do with the food program. I've been doing that since '06, coordinating all the meals. Mostly it has to do with coordinating volunteers and making sure the guests are getting a full tray for lunch.
The pantry, we serve 70 families a week for a total of 280 families a month. For soup kitchen, the average is between 140 and 150 every day. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, a couple thousand a month.
So I think if we weren't here, like I said before, a lot of people would not eat. I've been out to Giant, I've been out to Redner's, I've been out to Weiss and done the comparison shopping. And for $20, I can feed 12 people. And that same bag of groceries is going to cost you $30 or $40 at the regular grocery stores. So I would say no matter the size of your donation, every penny, every dollar, every $100 is going to help us to keep doing what we so badly need to do in this neighborhood, in this community. We are here to feed the clients, to help them with groceries, to help them with clothing if we can. And I think if we weren't here, it would be a real detriment to the community.
The biggest challenge is that this poverty and these issues don't go away. And Kevin Murphy, when I interviewed him, said that he wished everybody understood that children in poverty are everyone's child. Not everybody, from people in Wyomissing in the suburbs to people in Boyertown, to people in Blandon and Pottstown and Kutztown, that these issues and what's going on in Reading are problems for everybody, not just people in Reading. Because you may not know them doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. That if a child's hungry, you know, it should be our concern. If a family is on the street in a car, it should be our concern on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to do what we can.
We can't do what we do if it weren't for the many donations that we receive. So, you know, we get a lot of donations from different organizations and from individuals. We get a lot of support throughout the Berks County and actually beyond Berks County. It's their way of helping. People want to help, they just don't know how. So through me, they're able to help.
So we need to redefine these ideas and these terms, and more than that, to shift these mentalities to get people to understand and appreciate what needs to go on. There has to be a dialogue between the anti-poverty movement, the gentrification people, everybody in between. Everybody has to come to the table and have the discussion, and not everybody's comfortable with that idea, but it needs to happen.
We are struggling. We are depressed. We do need help. And we really wish people wouldn't look down on us. we're all the same. Kind of depressing, makes me sick how people think. Help, please. I don't know.
It will not be a short or easy struggle. No single weapon or strategy will suffice. But we shall not rest until that war is won.